Python, the most popular programming language in the world according to TIOBE. We can install Python by running sudo apt-get install python command in Linux. In Windows, I recommend using Chocolatey and then using choco install python command. Python has a package manager called pip, and you can install packages by running pip install package name command. If you are going to work with data science or machine learning, you may choose to work with Anaconda distribution. Python can use virtual environments, which allows you to use different versions of dependencies or even Python. In Conda, you can list these environments by running conda env-list command. You can create a new environment by running conda create-n, then entering the environment name you want to create. And you can use conda activate command to switch to the newly created environment, and then use conda deactivate to return to the base environment. To install new packages to these environments, you can use conda install package name command. These are the basic commands to run Python, and also you will need an integrated development environment. I generally choose Visual Studio Code because it's so successful and it runs with multiple languages. And if you are using Anaconda, it comes with Jupyter Notebook, which is an open source web application that allows you to create and share documents that contain live code, equations, visualizations, and narrative things. You can access these over a network, and you can share your notebooks easily. Python is an interpreted language. It's dynamically typed, meaning you don't declare the variable type. It's garbage collected with two different mechanisms. First is reference counting, and second is generational. To better understand dynamically typed languages, I want to show what static typing is. This is C#. It is statically typed, and you have to enter variable type before variable name. If you write import this in Python shell, it will print Zen of Python by Tim Peters, a major contributor to Python development and founder of TeamSort. A variable is a quantity that may change. In Python, we don't have any constants like Java or C#. We can define variables in Python like this. In programming, data type is an important concept. Variables can store data of different types, and different types can do different things. In Python, we have numeric types, integer, float, complex. We have text type, string. We have a Boolean type, bool. And we have a few sequence types, list, tuple, range. When creating string types, we can use double or single quotes in Python. If we use double quotes, then we can use single quotes in the string. And if we use single quotes, we can use double quotes in the string. We can use hashtag for single line commands and 3 double quotes for multi-line commands. In Python, we use import command to access other modules. String variables can contain white spaces, and we can use lstrip, rstrip, and string functions to remove these white spaces. We can create lists by using square brackets. A Python list may contain different types. Indeed, you can store a number, a string, and even another list within a single list. There are 3 ways to remove items from a list. Remove removes the first matching value, not an index. Del removes the item at a specific index, and pop removes the item at a specific index and returns it. And you can use append to add an item to the list. You can use list slicing to get some part of a list. You can use min method to find the minimum value in a list, max method to find the maximum value in a list, and sum method to find sum of all items in a list. You can use sort method to permanently sort the items in a list, and sorted method to temporarily sort the items in a list. Okay, there are 2 types of loops in Python, for loop and while loop. Loops allows us to iterate over lists, and don't forget to indent and the colon. We can use pass to write empty loops, and we can use break to exit from the current loop, and we can use continue to skip to the next item. Next important topic is functions, and we can create functions by using the def keyword. We can also send arguments to a function, like this. Let's move to the classes. Python does not have any private variables. In Python, the single underscore is used to indicate that a method or variable is not considered as public. And init is a reserved method in Python classes. It's called a constructor in object-oriented terminology. This method is called when an object is created, and it allows us to initialize the attributes of the class.